Merry Christmas to all of you that celebrate. It is December 25th, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nothing special. Thursday, December 25th.
Can't think of anything. Can you think of really anything?
I don't think anything special happened today. So we are coming to you, but we are not live. I want to be clear. Like, we're probably at this point, making breakfast, opening presents, playing with toys.
Hold on. We should have gotten today's newspaper. Oh, wait. Wait, no, that doesn't work.
It doesn't work. That's the ransom proof of life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't work for us. Yeah. So we pre-recorded this video. I hate to break it to you guys. We are not coming to you live on Christmas Day. So let's pretend to say hi to people that we know are probably watching.
Should we tell them what day it is today?
No, we should not.
Okay.
So hello, Terry. Hello, Greta Sobel. Hello, Michelle Showalter. It's Dominic, your favorite.
Hi.
Hello, Jana. Hello, Kim. And I'm sure there's probably some others. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I haven't been on here.
You have been.
I've been focused in my studies.
You've been taking a school break. This child has been studying for school. He is taking high school classes. What high school classes were you taking as an 8th grader?
Honors biology and honors geometry.
It has been stressful, yes.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be back here.
I am. It's nice. It's a break.
When he was thinking about, or when we were thinking about what should we do for his first show back on break, of course he went totally academic. And we're doing trivia.
Yes.
So we've got some trivia.
Winter holiday trivia.
Winter holiday fun trivia coming at you guys here in just a minute. So we're going to start as we always do with
our questions.
Yes, questions that have been submitted by you guys. Go to cottoncuts.com/live to submit your question for us. If you submit anything now, it'll be for our show next week, which will be our New Year's Day show. Yeah, we're excited about that one too. Again, it's going to be pre-recorded on New Year's Day, you guys. We're not going to be here. We're going to pre-record that show, and it'll be like this. But trust me, we're looking at all the comments. We're answering all your questions. We are engaging with you guys. We're just, it's time. We take time with our family and time to enjoy.
We have lives.
We have lives, yes, that aren't the boy who sews and chief fabric enthusiast at Cotton Cuts. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's see here. All right. So we've got some trivia coming up. Don't forget to stay to the end. We got a $25 gift certificate to our shop to one lucky viewer who watches this in the first 24 hours. So the customer questions, that's where we were. So these are on the table. Paula skims through all of them and she gives us the question that we ask. And so the first one comes to us from Susie Attenrow. And Susie asks, how do you approach quilting for January birthdays when you are still recovering from holiday making? Ooh, those poor January babies. You're close to a January baby. You're a February baby. Yeah. And so I feel those January babies. And we have, Dominic has an aunt. I have a sister-in-law whose birthday is Christmas Day. I feel really bad for her too, right?
Because then you have to give her birthday and then Christmas. But then you're like, what if I put it all in one? And then she ends up getting half the gifts.
Yeah, I know. So I feel bad for these January babies, right?
But it is cool to say your birthday is on Christmas.
That is pretty special. But what about those January babies, right? So for me, I know as a quilter, as a longtime quilter, January is the month I take my sewing machine in to be serviced because I'm usually like blazing through, getting all the holiday sewing done, and then January is my like
taking a break to recover.
Yes. But if we had someone in January who had a birthday, how would you, Dominic, suggest people make for those people?
I think do it in the Christmas time. You could start a little bit earlier and then include that in your projects. That way it's all part of a bigger rush and then you don't view it as two separate projects.
I think you were setting yourself up to fail if you start the projects after the first of the year. I think then you're in that typical, it'd be like if someone had a birthday in July and 2 weeks before you started the project, right? You are dooming yourself to fail. And so I feel like if you wait until January to start the January birthday, you are dooming yourself to fail. I also do think that there is some element of it's okay to give an IOU. Like, hey, person I love you so much. You have a January birthday. I am making you something special and unique, and it's just for you. It is taking me just a little bit longer, and I promise I will give it to you in a month. Now, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. You can definitely do that if that's your jam. However, you got to finish the project. And I know for me, I mean, I've talked about—
You can't make a commitment and back out. Like, I'm going to get it to you by the end of the week, and then you get it to them by the end of 3 weeks.
Well, and I did do puzzle mystery quilts for your cousins, and my intention was that it would be done by their first birthday. And Only one got it by his first birthday. And how old are your other cousins? 3.5 and 4.5. Yeah. And so they still haven't gotten
Well,
their
I thought you were
Quilting.
talking about like at the time, and I was about to say they were both one. Trick question.
See, he's preparing for trivia. He's got all these little loopholes baked into all these questions. So, Susie, I feel like, starting early for the January baby. I also do feel like the January birthday, it's okay if you're like, hey, can I get it to you in a couple weeks? It's super special. I'm putting a lot of heart and soul into it as well. And I also do think that there is something to be said about not doing a ginormous project after you've done all of this massive holiday sewing. That if you feel like you want to give this person a really large gift, do it for the big holiday, right?
Taper it down for, well, no, then you get to the problem that we were talking about earlier where they get half the gifts.
They get half the gifts. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. If you have a January birthday, please put in the comments what you would prefer to do if someone wanted to make you a handmade gift. We would love to hear it, right? I have a summer birthday. You have a February birthday, right? We don't.
I'm in the beginning of when you're like ready to start again.
Yes, when you're like, I've taken my break and I need to go back and get some more. Yes, that is when your birthday is. So we don't know. So tell us, if you're a January birthday, how you would prefer to receive a handmade gift after the holidays. Now, I am going to digress a little bit. When the kids are in school, there's this made up half birthday shenanigans.
No, that was like just Lincoln.
I do not believe in half birthdays at all.
It's a hoax.
Things that it is the celebrating the half birthday. If you celebrate half birthdays in your house and in your home, that is fantastic and that is awesome.
Half birthdays
are
like made up by
we put so much stress on ourselves as it is to celebrate one birthday a year per person, but now we're doing 2 birthdays per year. So if you have that person that has a January birthday, it might be okay to do something in July for them.
Well,
I don't fully endorse it. I don't love it. What do you think?
You call it a late birthday. You don't call it a half birthday because half birthday is weird.
Half birthday is weird.
It's made up by people who want more gifts.
It's one of those made up Hallmark holidays. We're about to start talking about some of that.
Yeah,
coming up here in a minute, aren't we?
Okay. Are you suggesting there are holidays that are made up by Hallmark that are not half birthdays? Wait, which one do you think is made?
Just kidding. All right, so we're gonna keep going. All right, so Susie, fantastic. Thank you so much for your question. I think that's something, as you're probably like, oh no, that January birthday snuck up on me. It's okay to give yourself grace and to give the person you're giving the gift grace as well. Okay, so our next question comes to us from Taylor Ramos. Taylor asks, how do you feel about deviating from a pattern once you've started? All right, Dominic, I'll let this one. How do you feel about deviating from a pattern once you've started?
I think it's weird because if you've bought the pattern and you have the pattern, you're gonna want to follow the pattern, and by deviating, you're throwing away like the work and the getting of the pattern. So I think it's weird and kind of counterintuitive
to deviate from a pattern once you get it.
Because you've already.
So I've learned something about my son today. He is a maker, not a creator. I've learned that you are a maker, not a creator. There are definitely folks that once you get the pattern and you get the fabric that looks exactly like the pattern and you make the pattern and you are happy at the end of the day. Those are makers.
I love Legos because that's what you do. You get it and you build it and you have fun building.
So he loves the Legos with the pattern, right? This is exactly what we're talking about. You've got the quilt pattern and you make what's in it. Now, I am the type of person that's always like, how can I do this faster, better, stronger, easier? And I feel like that's probably that's a creator thing. That's the like, okay, I see this, but how about if I substitute out this fabric for this fabric? And how about I combine these shapes because that'll be easier? And how about I sew it this way because it'll be easier? And how about I do it this way? And I'm always reading the instructions and I'm like, well, that's really silly. I feel like I should modify that. And so I am one of those people that I am absolutely okay modifying and changing a pattern once I start it because I want to make it my own. And I like the original.
Not right. No.
I like the original design. But I feel like I don't want a quilt that someone else is going to have, right? Now, with respect to modifying the design, I feel like we have to lay a ground rule here, right? A line in the sand. Here's the line. Here's the sand. Here's the sand. A line was cut in it. So I feel like when it comes to the Cotton Cuts mystery quilt, the M50s and the puzzle mystery quilts, you probably should stick to the pattern. I mean, I'm just saying, you don't know what it's going to look like at the end. So it's hard for you to be like, I feel like putting this triangle in a different place. Or, hey, I feel like swapping out this fabric. I think when it comes to our puzzle mystery quilts, I'm going to ask you guys to follow the instructions. I'm going to ask you to wear the Dominic, to do the Dominic dance. Now Mystery 5-0 is it's kind of a little bit of a hybrid, right? It's a mystery, but we also at the same time give you creative freedom and license. And we're like, hey, if you want to rotate these parts, if you want to sew it this way, we give them options and we give them the Rosa recommends. So if they're doing the Dominic dance and they want to do it per the pattern, we give the per pattern instructions. But then we also have the like, hey, you want to take the Kim's path and you want to go here and zig and zag and bob and weave and create your own thing. So I like that Mystery 5-0 has the flexibility to do both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You maker, he's just a maker.
Well, I don't like that. I don't like being called a maker.
Well, being a maker is very cool.
Because maker and creator are synonymous.
Oh, but are they?
And creator sounds like.
Are you guys makers or creators? I feel like we should ask the people. Yeah. And
well, if you make something, you also create something.
Yes, but you're not. It's not an original, so it's not a creation. You're making versus creating. We had this discussion on a previous show before. You missed out. You were in school learning about math and science. Bummer. Okay, so fantastic. So thank you so much for your question, Taylor. That was a fantastic. I've learned something about my child today, so I appreciate you sharing that question with us. All right, keep them coming. Go to cottoncuts.com/live to submit your question for our show for next week. Dominic and I'll be here. We'll be answering all your fun questions. It'll be a good time. Yeah.
Yeah. We shall be.
All right, so let's talk about our shop updates.
Yeah.
So yes, so they've shipped a couple things since our last show. What has shipped out the door, Dominic?
Classic and mini pop.
Yes, those puppies gone.
Let's see here.
Out of here. If you are a classic member or mini pop and you get those fabrics based on your preferences, they're out of here. They are on their way.
And then I think
they probably won't make it in time for Christmas, guys. Sorry, those were meant to ship on the 20th. The 20th is a Saturday. We shipped them on Monday. I don't think they're going to make it in time for Christmas. Sorry, but they'll be waiting for you after Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's. All right, what else?
IOU.
Yeah, you can IOU.
Okay, let me think.
It's written on the paper right in front of you.
I know, but I don't want to read it. I want to try.
You want to do it?
Oh yes, it was Under the Sea snippets.
Snippets, yes.
Yay.
So our snippets have shipped on the 25th. So today's the 25th. The team actually mailed them out yesterday because nobody.
25th.
The show is airing on the 25th, Dominic. Yes. So they ship on the 25th. The show is airing on the 25th. They actually mailed them on the 24th because we wanted to get them out ahead of the holiday jam. And so if you are a snippet member or if you are an Under the Sea colorway specific snippet member, all of those left the building yesterday. We are excited. They are gone. Yes. So they're on their way to be made into scrappy projects for you after the first of the year. Now, something is going to be mailed tomorrow. This is the 26th in our future. What is mailed tomorrow?
Clue number 6 for Flyway.
Flyway. Look at you go. That was the mystery we did together over the summer. Yes. So clue 6 for Flyway is mailed and out the door. Like I said, a couple weeks ago, our team worked ahead. So it was really easy. They were on the shelf. We put them in the envelopes and out the door they go. And those will be on their way to you guys. Now, I am going to ask you guys to be super patient with all the things we shipped this week and all the things that, well, actually, we're not shipping anything this week. All the things that we shipped this week because we've got holidays. We have weather. Thankfully, here in St. Louis, on Christmas Day,
it'll be like 60. It's awesome.
70 degrees. Now, it might not be that everywhere. And so I'm going to ask everyone to just give these packages some grace because mail carriers take holidays too. And, systems get jammed and there's a lot of things. Everyone is always waiting until December 23rd or 24th to buy those gifts and thinking Amazon's going to deliver it tomorrow. Not everything is Amazon. And so I want to just, extra grace for these packages. Please also note that our team is taking vacations and holidays in this time. We do have on the shop floor all of our high school and college kids that come back, which is awesome. And we love seeing them. But we do have some people who are taking some leave at this time. And so if you're emailing in and it takes you just a little bit longer to get an answer to your question, please know we're definitely working on it. You're not being ignored. It's going to take a day or two to get back to you just because someone might be enjoying some time with their children. Yeah. Right? Do I enjoy my time with you?
Yeah.
Mostly.
Sometimes.
Then you become a teenager. And then I don't necessarily know if I love you as much. No, just kidding. I love him all the time. He's adorable. This kid is a keeper. All right. So
do you want to talk about the big thing that's happening next?
I want to talk about the big thing that starts on the 26th. What happens on the 26th?
Well, no, you said you wanted to.
Oh, I'm going to talk about it. Okay.
I was teasing.
So starting for the 26th, we have our big year-end blowout sale. So, whoa, kiddo, there's a speaker right there. Okay. So, Fab Shop Hop, which is how a lot of you have found us. If you followed the Fab Shop Hop Bunny, you've hopped through our shop before. But they do an annual sale, a blowout sale every now and then. And so, you guys, we are cleaning out stuff. We are getting ready for the new year. We've got stuff here that has a better home with you. And so, you have to check out these deals. We have a lot of buy one, get one, a lot of buy two, get one. We have a lot of, I think, buy four, get four. I don't even know. Like, it's crazy. We got lots of stuff that is on the website now. You definitely want to go check out. It is the 26th through
the 31st.
The 31st. We have the big blowout sale. And we are also doing the what it was originally called Dutch auction, but Lincoln renamed it to the Daily Drop. The Daily Drop, Lincoln, the Daily Drop. Yes. And so, yes, Lincoln is sitting over here. He's with us.
Yeah.
The Daily Drop. And so what this is we are going to have each day is going to be a theme. And so, for example, day one could be, I will tell you, just go to the website. They're all in there right now. But day one will be Free Spirit. And so we picked a collection of Cafe. We picked a collection of Morris & Co. We picked a collection of Tula Pink. And what we are doing is we're taking these prints and we're putting them in 5-yard cuts. So we're cutting 5 yards off the bolt and we're going to list those on the website. And so the first day that Free Spirit is on the website, all of those prints are going to be $50 for 5 yards continuous. That's $10 a yard, guys. That's a big deal, right?
That's because don't you get like 15 or like
yeah. Some of our local quilt shops are like $15 a yard. It's pretty expensive. Fabric is getting more expensive, which is why we want to give as much to you guys as possible, right? So they're going to start on day one at $50. And then if there's any left over on day two, they become $45.
That's I was just about to get to that.
Unaware. And then if there's any still available on the third day, they become $40. And so we're going to turn those over. We're going to aim for about 9 o'clock each day, right? It depends. We have 12 people at my house between Christmas and New Year's. So we're going to do our best to try and get those at the right time, but bear with us. Bear with us. And so first day is going to be, and I'll just say it's going to be Free Spirit on the first day. So if you like your Tula Pinks, get up in there. Then we're going to have a Moda day. We're going to have a Riley Blake day. We're going to have an Andover day, which is going to have Allison Glass and Giuseppe. And then we're going to have a day of just batik fabrics.
Giuseppe.
Yes, your favorite. Dominic loves Giuseppe.
Giuseppe's awesome.
Juicy Juice. Dominic loves Giuseppe. And then we're going to have a day that's just batiks. And I feel like there might be like a miscellaneous day, like a little of this and a little of that day. And so they're going to go until they're sold out. And so this is going to be fun to kind of see, like, do you buy it today or do you hope it's still available tomorrow? Do you want to take the risk that it's $5 less or do you want to get it today while you can? So we will let you guys jump all those hurdles as you think about this and as you go through this process.
Like the price is right.
Closest without going over.
Yeah.
It's terrifying because when's the last time you saw Price is Right? You just know the phrase. You just know the phrase. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's see here. So
all these things.
So we've got the big sale. Oh, and then we're going to end our big blowout sale next Friday, January 2nd, with a YouTube live sale because it's fun. Will you join me for the YouTube live sale?
Yeah.
Yes. So we're going to do coordinated and curated 5 1-yard cuts. So we've gone through the shop and we're like, hey, these fabrics look fantastic together. Let's put them in 1-yard cuts of 5 prints each. So you can make those quilts that are the 5 1-yard quilts. We are going to be giving away a pattern with each sale. And so it's going to be fun and it's going to be on YouTube and you'll be with me. And you won't be drinking alcohol like I do. And hopefully we have volume this time because you really don't want to see this lefty's penmanship. Do we want to see you? Do we want to see you writing things down?
I'll be sad because if it's the second school starting, I think the
5th. I know. It'll be your last opportunity to be with us. It'll be fun. It'll be fun because it's what's the theme on the show? It's New Year. We've got a couple of ideas. New Year, new palette, or resolution create. Yeah. Resolution create, resolution make. I like that. That's fantastic.
Resolution create, make more.
Okay. So we got lots of stuff going on in the shop. Lots of stuff coming up in the next week. We hope you guys leave comments and let us know what you think about all the stuff that's going on because it'll be fun. Okay. So the main topic on today's show, and we are super excited about this.
Trivia.
Right.
Yeah.
So in our house, we are trivia geeks. We are nerds. We like the Jeopardies of the world. Like I know you haven't seen Price is Right, but you've seen many, many, many of Jeopardies. And so I challenged Dominic to come up with a fun list of trivia questions that were winter themed, that were holiday themed, that hit all sorts of different types of winter themed ideas. So we can all learn together because I'm a big nerdy kid. I like learning things. I like being challenged. And as we read through these questions, I was like, that's really cool. I didn't know that. That's really cool. I didn't know that either. And so we hope that you have that same response to us. Now, I'm going to ask Dominic a question. He's going to answer it. Now, I'm going to give you a hint. We all know all the answers, right? So we know the answers, but then we're going to get into a little bit of the background and the history on some of these answers because it's fun. Right? Yeah, it's fun. And with your family, like, and you're watching this. So say you watch this video and then you go have a dinner with your family. You can drop some wicked knowledge on them, right? Right. I love that. Okay. And so we're going to start with easy questions first. And it's going to be kind of the simple stuff, the 101 stuff. And we're going to get to really hard stuff. And so I'm excited about.
Well, I know this first one, and I suggest you get out a piece of paper.
Yes. Okay. So right. So we've got questions. We're going to do some fun facts and then stay with us to the end because we got that gift card coming. All right. So the first question, we're going to start very easy. So we all know that song, even if you don't celebrate Christmas, the 12 Days of Christmas, right? Can you give me a line from the song?
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree.
So in that song, how many total gifts were given? Right? And so I think when I read through this, it is interpreted to be the total number of gifts given every time you say it.
Yeah.
So you're giving 5 golden rings every time you say 5 golden rings. So Dominic, you actually got the paper out today, right?
Yeah.
How many items was it?
If my math is right, 364.
364 individual gifts were given. Now, judges would also accept 78. So 78 is 12 plus 11 plus 10 plus 9. Yeah. But Dominic was like, no, but every time you say it, you're giving it again.
It's 1 times 12 plus 2 times 11 plus 3 times 10 plus 4 times 9 plus 5 times 8 plus 6 times 7 plus 7 times 6 plus.
Okay. Yeah, we got it.
Okay, yeah.
He's smart. He did a factorial equation. Yeah, it's great. So the number is 364 total items were given. If you count it every time you say it, that's 12 partridges on a pear tree. Yeah.
We should have stopped to give them some time and said pause here. We will do that for the next one. Yes.
All right. So it is your turn.
There will be time.
Yeah. That you're spending 300. So I know Dudley Dursley counts his gifts under the tree.
Yeah, it was. He had
364 gifts under the tree.
He had 37 one year, and then he got 36 the next year, and then he demanded they go out and get 2 more, so he would have 38.
Well, imagine the person getting 364 gifts, and that's a lot of Lords of Leaping too. Where are you getting that on short?
Wait, what are the Lords of Leaping?
Lords of Leaping. That's one at number 10. It's one of the high numbers that nobody ever remembers. It's 10 Lords of Leaping. If you're watching this, please correct me. But I believe it is 10. And what is it? 12 ladies something. I don't know. We probably should have looked this up beforehand. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's me. Okay. So Dominic, you're up. Next question, please.
Okay. What traditional holiday plant is known as a parasitic plant because it grows on other trees? Now. Okay. Okay. Now, it does give us a few options. It gives us mistletoe, holly, poinsettia, or poinsettia.
I would say poinsettia.
Poinsettia.
Poinsettia. Poinsettia. This is you and me. They're gonna tell us the right way to pronounce it.
Pine.
Or pine. All right. So I read this question the first time, and I thought for sure it was poinsettia because we were always told for your dogs not to eat the poinsettia leaves or berries because it's toxic. But the actual answer is because it's a parasitic plant because it grows on other trees. Mistletoe.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, yeah, because it attaches to other trees and it takes nutrients from them. It grows on other trees. Mistletoe is often above, right? It's like hanging down from trees, which is why we hang it from on top of doors.
Yeah, but we often think of it as like the kissing thing, right?
Because you would kiss under it, but the thing is, it would grow, and you would kiss actually under a tree, and then it would grow on the tree and under.
Yeah, so it's definitely, you think of it as something above your head, but like it's killing what it's growing on.
Yeah.
It's evil. Mistletoe. Evil mistletoe. It's also, I think it is also poisonous as well, which is also probably another reason. Yeah, nature is wild, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ready for our next easy question? So question number 2 for me. Hanukkah is celebrated for how many nights? Is it 7, 8, 9, or 10?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to give you guys pause to put it in. 7, 8, 9, or 10 nights. Do you know this? I know the answer because of Adam Sandler.
I think that's wrong. It's on the
on
the script.
No, it's not.
Well, hold on.
No, it's not wrong. Adam Sandler taught me it's not wrong.
Well, how many is it?
It's 8.
No, I thought it was 7 because there were 7 candles on the menorah.
There's 9 candles on the menorah. One's used for lighting the other 8.
Oh, it's 9. Oh, okay.
So yes, so as Adam Sandler has said, Hanukkah is 8 crazy nights. And so Hanukkah is called the Festival of Lights. It celebrates the miracle of oil in the temple that lasted for 8 days when it should have only lasted for 1. I didn't realize that it was 8 days because that's how long the oil in the temple lasted when they only expected it to be 1.
That's why traditional foods to have during Hanukkah use a lot of fried oil, like a whole bunch of fried.
You're jumping ahead. Stop.
What?
Jumping ahead. And then so each night families light another candle on the menorah until all 8 are lit. Plus the shamish, which is, as you've indicated, it is the 9th candle on the menorah, but the holiday is 8 nights long. That's fun.
Yeah.
All right, Dominic, next up.
Okay. So, how many reindeer does Santa have, not including Rudolph?
Oof.
Is it 6, 7, 8, or 9?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Should we give them a second? We can't see their responses.
Pause.
Yeah. So I think it's tricky because you're saying not including Rudolph. And I know when I picture a sleigh, Rudolph is always in front, right? And so that means it must be an odd number, which means it's 7, which means it's 7 or 9 with him. I think it's actually, as you've been going through the song, as you've been counting out, I think the answer is 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so who are the 8 reindeer, Dominic?
Dasher and Dancer, Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. Yeah.
Yes. So where did Rudolph come from? Why was he not part of the original?
Because I think he got bullied, and then he had a red nose, and Santa needed it on a really foggy night.
No, this gets to the commercialization. Yes. Did you read this? You made this. Okay. So yes. So Rudolph was actually created for Montgomery Ward.
Worded the question incredibly ambiguously.
In 1939. So Rudolph was created by Montgomery Ward for an advertising campaign in 1939. Before that, it was just 8 reindeer. And then when Montgomery Ward created a 9th reindeer. So if you were to create a 10th reindeer, what would you call him as part of a marketing campaign? Or her. I'm sorry. Yes. What would you call the 10th reindeer that you would add to Santa's sleigh? And there is also some movies that say all the reindeer are female as well. So what would you call the next one?
Awesome.
Just awesome. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
On awesome.
You forgot Rudolph.
On awesome. Mm-hmm. Okay, on awesome.
Yes.
I don't know. These names are they're interesting. I don't know. Dasher, Dancer.
Well, I mean,
Quilter. Why wouldn't you call it Quilter?
Well, hold on. Why are you calling awesome weird when they have Dancer?
I think the 10th reindeer should be called Quilter. I think this is an advertising campaign that we had. It is sitting with their people. Let's create the 10th reindeer and call her Quilter. All right. So my question, it comes back to me now, right? So question, wait, no, is it my turn?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, it is my turn. I should pay attention more. All right. Question number 3. Kwanzaa lasts for how many days? 5, 6, 7, or 8? We have a lot of duration questions here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kwanzaa lasts for how many days?
I think that might be the 7. That's why I got it confused. I think it's 7. Yeah. I think
Yes. So 7 days. Kwanzaa is celebrated from December 26th. So that starts tomorrow. And also the start of our blowout sale. I don't know why you wrote that in the script. That's very silly. And through January 1st, and it's 7 days. And so I think this is the part that I learned that I thought was super special and very cool, is that each day represents one of 7 principles of Kwanzaa. And so each day has a theme. It's not a light or a candle or a gift giving, but the principles are unity, self-determination, collective work and responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity. Hey, I'm in for that one. And faith. So I love that each day has a centralized theme when you're celebrating Kwanzaa. I think that's fun.
wow, it's a relatively new holiday. It was invented
Yes.
in 1966.
It was invented in 1966 by Dr. Mualana Karenga to celebrate African American culture and heritage. That's really cool. It is a young holiday. All right, Dominic, what is your question?
Okay. What is the name of the candelabra used during Hanukkah? Is it a Kinara, a menorah, an Advent wreath, or a Yule log?
Okay, so
we
already covered this. It's menorah, folks.
Yeah.
So it's the 9-branched candelabra. A lot of people get confused because there's also a 7-branched menorah that's a symbol of Judaism in general. But the 9-branched menorah is specifically for Hanukkah and is sometimes called a Hanukkah to distinguish it. But menorah is the most common term.
So there are versions of 7.
Yeah. They're just used for other Jewish traditions.
Yeah. So many things are 7 except for them.
And so in your question, you said a kinara. And so a kinara is used during Kwanzaa. An Advent wreath is used during Christian season of Advent leading up to Christmas. And a Yule log is, well, sometimes it's a cake shaped like a log.
But most of the time it's a log.
Yeah, most of the time it's just a log. Yep. All right. Are you ready to get a little harder? I am ready to get a little harder.
Yeah, this is round, should we call this round 2? It's getting...
Yeah, that's our medium level questions. Those are kind of easy, right? 8 nights, menorah. Yeah. Okay. So question number 4 of our next round. The winter solstice occurs when what happens? To be clear, our winter solstice was yesterday for us.
Well, now you spoiled when this happened.
The winter solstice occurs when what happens? Is it when the Earth's axis is tilted farthest from the sun? When the Earth is closest to the sun? When day and night are equal length? Or when the moon is full? What is winter solstice? You talked about this when it happened. Yeah. Tell us. What is winter solstice?
Yeah, so it's when the Earth's axis is tilted farthest from the sun. And the reason it's marked is because of the winter solstice in the northern hemisphere, which is where a lot of the population was when a lot of the population still remains. It's the shortest night in the entire year because the Earth is the Earth's axis is the furthest away.
Yeah, it's tilted at about 23.5 degrees to be precise. That is the tilt away from the sun in the northern hemisphere. And it's the shortest day and the longest night of the year, which, good news, people, it means our days are going to get longer from here on.
Yeah, and then it gets warmer.
Yes.
Warm.
Yeah. So the Earth is actually closest to the sun. So I asked, was it when we're closest to the sun? The Earth is actually closest to the sun in early January, which is during our winter. So the distance from the sun doesn't determine the seasons, obviously, because we're spinning on an axis. So it depends on the axis determines your season. But it's not distance to the sun because that fluctuates differently. And of course, if you're in the southern hemisphere, what season is it right now in the southern?
It's summer.
It is definitely summer. Yep, science is pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, Dominic, next question is for you.
Okay. In what country did the tradition of putting up a Christmas tree originate in? Is it the United States, England, France, or Germany? Oh, we might get demonetized for this video.
I don't know.
No, we can't get copyright. Actually, no, I think if you sing it, it doesn't.
Yeah, we definitely did not hit a play button. Okay, so this answer is Germany.
Yeah, Germany.
Tell us more, Dominic.
Okay, so the Christmas tree tradition started in Germany. The modern Christmas tree tradition, as we know it, began in 16th century Germany, where devout Christians brought decorated trees into their homes. It became popular in England after Queen Victoria's German husband, Prince Albert, set up a Christmas tree at Windsor Castle, and a drawing of the royal family around their tree was published in a newspaper. That's when it really caught on in England and spread to America.
Yeah, so Prince Albert did a fantastic job with that.
Yeah, so I think this was there's a question like this, and we had some trivia at the end of the semester before winter break. And the tradition of like having a tree around Christmas time, I think it actually started in Switzerland, and it was only brought into homes inside Germany, but before they had it outside with candles burning on it. So
yeah, you definitely don't want candles inside your house in the 16th century. That would be terrible.
But the Germans were the first people to move it inside.
Yes, fantastic work. Yes, yeah. Maybe Anna is watching, and so we can give a shout out to Anna for giving us decorated Christmas tree. All right, next question. Now we talked about this already, so this is relying on your short-term memory. Are you all ready? Which of these is not one of the 7 principles of Kwanzaa? Is it umoja, which means unity, kujichukulia, which means self-determination, imani, which means faith, or harambe, which means all pull together?
Okay, so I know faith, which was
Imani.
That's one of them because that was the last one that was mentioned. What was the first one again?
Umoja, which means unity.
Unity was definitely one of them too.
Kujichagulia, which means self-determination.
Self-determination.
Or harambe, which means all pull together.
Harambe is the one that doesn't belong. All of them were like 1 or 2 words. All pulled together is longer.
Correct. So harambe is actually a Swahili word that means all pull together and is associated with Kwanzaa celebrations. People often say harambe during Kwanzaa, but it's not one of the 7 core principles, right? It's like saying, I would say probably happy holidays, Merry Christmas. And so those are all the principles. It's fantastic. It's getting harder, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
There we go.
Here we go. I have to turn my paper. I haven't done that yet. Okay. What color candles are used in a Hanukkah menorah? Is it all white, all blue, blue and white, or any color? Not specifically blue or white. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do.
All right. So
the
answer to this is dun, 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 any color. I thought for sure it would have to all be blue, but Dominic, please tell me more.
Yeah. So blue and white are traditional color, or well, blue and white. Yeah. That are traditional colors associated with Hanukkah. You can really use any color. Some families use all white candles. Some use blue and white. Some use colorful candles, so it could be more green, purple, orange, red. The important part is really the lighting of the candles and prayers that accompany it, not the specific color.
I like the idea of having like a rainbow menorah. I feel like that's a lot of fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the menorahs we actually have one here in the shop. I'm traditionally, blue, white, and blue.
They're the traditional colors, and they're heavily associated with Judaism and Hanukkah.
Fantastic. All right, that would be fun. All right, this one's a fun question because this one's about food. Are you ready? You guys ready to talk about food? We've talked a lot about traditions and cultures. In what country is it traditional to celebrate Christmas by eating Kentucky Fried Chicken? What? Yeah. Is it Japan, China, South Korea, or Australia?
That's not the area I would have
picked. Is it traditional to celebrate Christmas by eating Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Well, I was going to say America, but that doesn't really work.
KFC here on Christmas Day?
Okay. I don't know. KFC is American.
It is very American. Yeah, fried chicken. Okay, here we go.
Wait. Nope, don't got it.
Want me to tell you the answer? It's written right
now. No, I'm thinking I haven't seen it yet. Don't spoil this for me. I'm gonna go Australia.
I know they would have gotten it. The correct answer is Japan.
Oh.
So in Japan, and so this is something I have seen. So in Japan, eating KFC for Christmas dinner is a big tradition. It started with a marketing campaign in the 1970s called Kirisumasu Niwa Kentucky. I apologize for my accent, you guys. I do not know Japanese, but ultimately translates into Kentucky for Christmas. Now, Japanese families order their KFC Christmas meals weeks in advance because it's so popular. And some people wait in line for hours to get their Christmas KFC.
Oh.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
12th of March.
But I'm sure someone probably looks at us and is like, you know what these Americans do? They eat turkeys on Thanksgiving. They stand in line for hours to get their turkey.
Actually, Thanksgiving isn't celebrated much outside.
I know it's not celebrated, but if someone was asking this question, like, hey, there's a random day in November, and Americans wait in line to buy turkeys, they would have your reaction to us buying turkeys in a random day in November, as we already eating KFC on Christmas Day. All right, Dominic, you're up.
Okay. According to tradition, which direction should you stir mincemeat for good luck? Is it clockwise, counterclockwise, east to west, or it doesn't matter?
All right. So this is a fun one because there's a lot of cooking traditions, right? What are you supposed to do when you spill salt?
Clean it up?
No, you take a pinch and you throw it over your shoulder. I think it's specific. Someone's gonna correct me on this, but I'm pretty sure you have to like take a pinch and throw it over your left shoulder, right?
That's weird. Why not just clean it up? Then you're spreading it more.
That's a very your dad answer. That's a very Mr.
And now you got salt on the floor, and then now you got to pick it up and throw a little behind you.
You still clean it up, child. But the idea is spilling salt is considered bad luck, and so you take a pinch of it and you throw it over your shoulder to help restore luck.
If you stand under a ladder, do you pick the ladder up and throw it over your shoulder? You see a black cat.
Right. So I am going to say for this one, so stirring mince meat, like I'm just so many questions about how we stir our mince meat. But I feel like
do we often stir mincemeat?
I don't think I've actually ever stirred mincemeat in our house, but I'm going to say that the answer is clockwise because that's what the paper tells me, Dominic. So go.
Okay. Yeah, it's clockwise. According to British tradition, you should stir mincemeat in a clockwise direction for good luck. Some people also say you should stir from east to west in honor of the 3 wise men who traveled from the east. But there are a lot of superstitions around Christmas, and not as many people follow the going from east to west. So we'll call it like half an answer.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those. You might not know this phrase. It's an old wives' tale.
Yeah, I do know that.
Okay, yeah.
So you've used it before.
It's because I'm an old wife now, right? So old wives' tale. I feel like it's one of those things like you do just because you've been told to do it, and it would feel weird to do it another way, right? All right. Now we're ready to up our degree of difficulty. We're going super hard. All right. So question number 7. The gloves are off.
Yes.
The Kinara used in Kwanzaa holds 7 candles. What are the colors of those candles and how many of each? Is it 3 red, 3 green, and 1 black? 3 green, 3 red, and 1 4 red, 2 green, and 1 black, or 3 black, 2 red, and 2 green?
They all sound the same.
Like they all sound the same.
They all sound the same.
For the exact same, yes.
So many of them. I'm just gonna pick the first one.
With 3 green, 3 red, and 1 black.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's actually correct. So the Kinara holds 7 candles. 3 red candles on the left, 3 green candles on the white, and 1 black candle in the center. The black candle represents the African people. Red candles represent their struggle, and the green candles represent their hope and future. The black candle is always lit first on the first day of Kwanzaa, and then the other candles are lit moving outward, 1 on each day. 3 colors, red, black, and green, are also the colors of the Pan-African flag, and they hold deep meaning in the celebration of Kwanzaa. And so we actually watched a movie last night. We watched F1, and they had a tournament in Abu Dhabi. And when the flag threw across the top, it was 3 red, 3 green, 1 black. It is the Pan-African flag.
No, I thought that was the Saudi Arabian flag.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the movie afterwards. I'm pretty sure I might have this one. Okay, here we go, Dominic. Next question to you.
Okay. In the traditional song, the dreidel song.
Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
What 4 Hebrew letters appear on the dreidel? Is it Nun, Gimel, Hey, Shin, Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, or Mem, Nun, Samek, Hey, or finally Tet, Yad, Kaf, Lamed?
So
I probably butchered all of those. Please.
Yes. Please give us grace on this one. So I remember when you were a kid, you made a dreidel game. and you brought it home and you had the tokens and you taught us how to play the dreidel game. I don't remember the words that you used on the side. So I'm going to go with the paper says, and I think it's nun, gimel, hay, and shin. And so that's what the paper tells me is the right answer. But Dominic made a dreidel game at school and brought it home. I don't remember. So please explain to everyone what all this means.
Okay. So the 4 Hebrew letters nun, gimel, hay, and shin stand for Nes, Gedal, Heya, Sham, which means a great miracle happened there, referring to the miracle of the oil that lasted 8 days. 8 days when it should have lasted one.
Yeah.
Then the dreidel is a 4-sided spinning top that children play with during Hanukkah, and each letter also corresponds to the instruction in that game. Nun means nothing, gimel means you get the whole pot, hay means you get half, and shin means you put one in. And how the game is played, you go around, you take turns, and then you put it in the pot, and then the goal is to get all the tokens at the end by getting a gimel.
Yes, by getting the gimel and get all of them out. Yes. So Dominic made the little coins out of little pieces of foam, right?
Yeah,
the magic model foam. And we got to play it. We got to spin, and depending on what symbol was facing up, that determined your action. It's almost like quilters do a lot of left, right, center at quilt retreats, right? Where you spin and you take action and you move things around. That's a lot how the dreidel game is.
Dreidel was really fun.
It was a lot of fun. Thank you for teaching us that. I appreciate it. Here it's like you did that so long ago, and I remember it all.
I think it was in 3rd grade because I remember making it at the shop.
Yeah. But I don't remember the names of the signs.
Virtually for school, it was like
it was a virtual. It was a COVID assignment. Okay.
But I still had lots of fun doing it.
All right. We already answered this question, so I'm going to skip it. I'm going to go to the next one. So we talked about Yule logs, which are fun to eat. But it comes from which ancient celebration? Is it Celtic winter festivals, Norse mythology, Roman Saturnalia, or Germanic pagan rituals? Where do we get the tradition of the Yule log?
Okay. So it's probably not Roman because not a lot of those traditions carried over. It's probably not Celtic traditions because not many Celtic things are mainstream in Christianity or didn't have as much influence.
I appreciate his working this problem out. This is fantastic work.
So it's either Norse or Germanic, but I think I'm gonna go Norse because a lot of Germanic and pagan traditions were frowned upon by the church.
Correct. You are correct. Norse mythology, which this kid knows his German, he knows his Greek mythology, he knows Roman mythology, he knows Norse mythology. So you're right. The Yule log tradition comes from Norse mythology and the celebration of the Yule. In ancient times, a large log would be carefully selected and brought into the house to be burned in the hearth. The log was meant to burn throughout the entire Yule season, which was 12 days. Could you imagine bringing in how big is this log have to be to burn continuously?
Well, they say log, but it'd probably be like a tree.
It was probably like a tree, correct. People believe that the longer the log burned, the more luck they would have in the coming year. You don't want to be the one that picks out the log that lasts a day. The tradition evolved over time, and now we have Yule log cakes, which are delicious but provide significantly less heat than an actual burning log. Are you trying to be funny with that?
Well, hold on. If you get bad luck, if it runs out and then that means you should pick up the log and throw it over your shoulder.
Pick it up over your left shoulder?
Yeah.
Just pinch it and push it over that way? Okay. All right. Dominic, you're doing the next question here.
Okay. Question 9. Question 9 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you go.
During Hanukkah, what food is traditionally eaten to commemorate the miracle of the oil? Is it latkes, brisket, challah, or hamantashen?
Again, apologize for our pronunciations.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I am going to say, and so the way this question is written, to commemorate the miracle of oil, I'm going to say it's a latke.
Why?
You're supposed to be the educating. I answer the question. You educate.
Yeah, so it was latke, but
okay.
They are potato pancakes that are fried in oil, and as we said earlier, foods made using fried oils are very common on Hanukkah because it celebrates the miracle of the oil and it lasting. And so the potato pancakes are really good for that. There are other fried foods are also traditional during Hanukkah, like sufgani, which are jelly-filled donuts.
Jelly-filled donuts, right? Your favorite. But it doesn't need to be Hanukkah for you to eat a jelly-filled donut.
Yeah,
like, you're just going to eat a jelly-filled donut.
I'll eat a jelly-filled.
Yeah, he's just going to eat a jelly-filled donut whenever he wants. All right.
So I have a question. How do you spell donut?
Like there's like 4 ways to spell D-O-N-U-T is usually my preferred, but there's also D-O-U-G-H-N-U-T.
Yeah, that's 2, and people use them
interchangeably.
But which one's the right one?
I think technically, grammatically correct is D-O-U-G-H-N-U-T. Yeah,
but I like donut more. It's short.
Same. Well, so it's like the question. Okay, so now you've got to stay on a grammar rabbit hole. How do you spell night? Like it's evening. It's dark outside. It's night.
N-I-G-H-T.
That's the proper way, but there's other ways that are more commonly used.
N-I-G-H-T-E.
No, N-I-T-E, right? Like up all night. Every now and then you see it, N-I-T-E. You're looking at me like I'm crazy.
What do you read?
What do I read?
Where you see that?
I mean, drive down the road, bro. Like there's brands that are N-I-T-E all the time.
Yeah, have you ever considered that brands just make up words? Every time we see a pharmaceutical ad, you're like, they just made up that word.
Okay. N-I-T-E. That's sometimes how night is spelled. I'm just saying. You're allowed to be wrong. You're 13.
Ozempic's not a real word.
Okay. So the final question.
Yeah, we still get ads for it.
Yeah. On the winter solstice, the ancient monument Stonehenge aligns with what? The sunrise, the sunset, the North Star, or the full moon?
Probably not full moon, because the moon phase, it's not exactly a month, so it kind of rotates every year. Probably not the sunrise. Just because it's like winter and it's all dark and stuff.
Doing good so far.
Okay. It's either. I'm just gonna go sunset.
It is sunset. So on the winter solstice, Stonehenge aligns with the sunset. The stones frame the setting sun perfectly on the shortest day of the year. On the summer solstice, it aligns with the sunrise. So people have been gathering at Stonehenge for thousands of years to witness these events. So on winter solstice and summer solstice, people go to Stonehenge to witness these events. And it's a reminder that humans have been celebrating the winter solstice and marking the turning of the seasons for a very, very, very long time. Yeah, right. Okay. All right. Let's see here. How did you guys do? Did you guys get the answers before we told you them? In some cases, we just told you the answer right off the bat because we're weird like that. But I learned a lot from this. So thank you for putting this together for us, Dominic. This was very special and I appreciate it. And I hope you guys all appreciated it as well. All right. So so I've got some rapid fire questions for you as we close out the show. So Dominic, when does the blowout sale start that we're gonna have?
December 26th.
Tomorrow. And when does it end?
December 31st.
Yes. And when is the YouTube live sale?
January 2nd.
January 2nd, yes. And so we are going to be when you order, you did it. You got all 3 of them.
With my eyes closed.
Yeah, buddy. All right. So when we do big sales like this, guys, we're going to ask for a little bit of extra time because there are a lot of sales that are coming in. Our people are on sometimes vacation. So everything will get to you. I promise you, just give us just a little bit. Like every small business, when we have bursts of activity like this, it does take us just a smooch to get caught up. But I promise you, everything is in stock and it'll come to you. All right. Are we ready for our question for our $25 gift certificate for hanging with us to the end of the show?
I think so.
Yes. So let's see here. Where is our question? Oh, okay. I got it. Sorry.
Wow.
You should probably make it bold on the paper. So if you have stayed with us to the end, so if you watch this video, wherever you can find it on YouTube or on Facebook, go ahead and answer this question and we'll pick one lucky winner to get a $25 gift certificate to the Cotton Pet Shop that can be used on a whole plethora of awesome things that we have hanging out in the shop. So the question to ask is, today we talked about Christmas traditions, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, New Year celebrations, winter solstice, all sorts of fun facts and trivia. Is there something that we did not mention that you know about these holidays that you can educate another member in the community about? And anything. So winter, it can be anything related. It does not necessarily have to be Christmas related, but is there something fun that you know that you might be able to share and help us all learn and grow together. So leave a comment wherever you find this video. We'll pick one lucky person, $25. All right. Is that everything, my dear?
I believe so.
I think we've hit it all. I hope everyone has a fantastic end of your year. We will see you next week. We will have another pre-recorded show for our New Year's Day show. But I hope everyone has a fantastic last 7 days of the year, gets plenty of quality time in with their family, and gets to celebrate how they choose and how they wish to celebrate the end of the year.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything?
No.
All right. Happy sewing, everybody, and we will see you soon. Bye now.
Bye.
And cut. Thank you so much for watching our video. We have so much fun making these, and we hope that you were both delighted and inspired by what you just watched. This video was sponsored by Cotton Cuts. Cotton Cuts is your one stop for all the best fabric and thread memberships. Love fabric? We've got you covered. Love thread? We've got you covered. We get that no two quilters are cut from the same cloth, which is why our memberships are as unique as you. We also have the largest block of the month in the world. Over 4,000 detectives solve our puzzle mystery quilts every year, and you can join them. Simply go to cottoncuts.com to learn more about all the awesome and fun things that we're doing. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe to make sure you get all of our new fresh content every time it comes out. Thank you so much. Happy sewing enthusiasts.